guys, what's up? It's Jonathan with One Big Impact. Good morning, and yes, it's day 4, and I'm still on the treadmill. We're still trying to knock this hour out. It's only been 10 minutes and 10 seconds, so I got quite a ways to go. But I wanted to make a couple videos for you guys, just to give you guys a nice little push into Monday morning. I'm super excited because I love Mondays. First of all, I don't have to work, which is actually the coolest thing. I actually want to change my schedule because I have no social life whatsoever. I'd love to go out and hang out with people on the weekends, but it doesn't matter because I don't have any friends anyway, so whatever. And not that you guys aren't my friends. You guys are not my friends. You're my family, and you're more important than friends. You guys are much more valuable to me than any friend ever could be. So keep that in mind. Don't think I'm not trying to say that you're not my friend. Oh my gosh, can I screw that up anymore? Yes, I probably could. So this video is actually what makes you sad or depressed to make you gorge yourself or overeat. Now, the reason I'm asking about that is because depression and sadness are a huge factor in overeating. And you may know that. I gotta increase. I'm sorry, I apologize if you can barely hear me. Hopefully you can hear me really good. But sadness and depression are a major factor in overeating. If I get sad, you better hide the fridge, girl, because I'm about to tear a hole in it. Like, I'm serious. And that is a reality for many of us. So I think it's really important that you address this, think about it, work through it, and work on these 5 things that I'm about to talk about. First of all, is it someone? Does someone make you sad? Does your significant other make you sad? Does a kid make you sad? Does a coworker make you sad? Does a boss make you sad? What is it that makes you sad? You need to write that down. If it's 5 things, 10 things, 20 things, I don't care. Write them down. Share them with me. Share them with a friend. Don't share them at all. Write it in a diary. Do something to work on it. The next thing, is it a place? Is it work? Is it school? Is it when you drive past a cemetery where you lost an individual? Is it, what is it? What is it that makes you sad and drops you into that depression? And how can you prevent it? The next thing is it an action or a lack of an action? So is it an action like watching TV? Does watching TV make you overeat? Because that's a big trigger, and it makes a lot of people, you know, think about their lives for a second, and they're like, you know what? These people are so glamorous, seeing all these movie stars and these actors, and then right after that, they look at themselves and they're thinking about themselves, and they're like, you know what? I'm overweight, I'm out of shape, and then right after that, shitty enough, you see a commercial of like Carl's Jr. or something, these big, huge hamburgers or whatever, and you're like, well, you know, I'm not in a position to look like that, so I might as well eat that. And it's really bad, and it's really negative to be able to get in a position like that, and it sucks, but it's a reality. The next thing is it a lack of an action? Maybe being lazy, or just sitting around, or doing nothing. The next thing, number 4, is, are they bad habits, and what can you do to change them? So if you've had a hard day, have you always been in the habit, I gotta slow down, my legs hurting. Have you always been in the habit to where you want to overeat? You know, say your boss pisses you off, or a coworker frustrated you, or the kids were just hiatus and crazy or whatever. Some of you guys have 4, 5, 6 kids. I mean, I got 2 kids, and man, just 1 or 2 kids can stress you out, or, you know, family life or whatever. Brothers, sisters, moms, dads, uncles, kids, whatever it is. That stuff can stress you out quite a bit. And is it a habit for you, a bad habit, for you to overeat? And how can you change that? Instead of overeating, can you say, you know what, I had a bad day, I'm going to go run after work. Or I had a bad day, I'm going to exercise after work. Or I had a bad day, I'm going to drink a bottle of water and read a book. I'm going to open a book, like seriously. Like, I read this book my whole freaking trip. It's called No Excuses by Brian Tracy. Whoa, shit. By Brian Tracy. And it's an amazing book, and every time I'm having a hard time, I read this book, and I kid you not, it completely turns me around and puts me in a better mood. So a lot of the times you just have to, instead of doing that bad habit, change it to another habit. And I think it takes like 7 to 21 days to be able to change a habit. And it's fast, like it happens fast. And then you will realize, you're like, wow, my life's changing for the better. I didn't even know this was a thing before, you know? So keep a mind on that. Are they, number 5 is, are they taught behaviors? Okay, so a lot of us think, and this is not a generalization, this is not a sexist thing or whatever, but say, you know, you see on TV, and I've seen this on TV for many, many years. You know, the girl gets a breakup, or she has a breakup with her boyfriend or whatever, and she's sad. And what does she do? She goes buys ice cream and just eats and eats and eats and eats ice cream until she can't move. And that is something that we see in our daily life, whether it's, you know, a sister, a brother, dad, mom, you know, when we see them going through stuff or whatever, are we seeing that they're using these behaviors to actually cope? So are these behaviors maybe not ours, but they're taught behaviors over time, seeing other people do them or whatever? So it's important that you think about that. So you got to think, who did you see do this, do these things, and why did they do them, and did it really help anything? You're like, well, you know, my thing is, I got this written down. When you overeat, oh, that's a big one. So speaking on that note, when you overeat, so say you're sad, right? And I'm depressed, I'm just had a bad day, and I'm just not feeling good or whatever. And you know, you're following a meal plan, or you're changing your lifestyle, and you're doing lots of stuff towards better health, right? But you've had a bad day, and then you come home and you eat a gallon of ice cream. And that's a reality for me. Most people are like, well, I never ate that much or whatever. Okay, well, you know what? Guess what? I can eat some shit. Like, I can eat the hell out of some food. And that's why I am struggling my entire life. But once you eat that gallon of ice cream, how do you feel afterwards? Do you feel like, you know what? I'm ready for the day. I just ate my freaking gallon of ice cream. I feel great. My body's sexy. No, you don't. It makes you feel 10 times worse. So all you have to do is do your best not to do that, because I guarantee, yes, you have your sadness, and that's understandable. But if you don't eat poorly, you're not going to sink further into that depression, because your body and your mind are feeding it positively. You say, you know what? I am sad, I'm depressed. And when you step away from that and you think, you know, if you're sad and depressed, would eating poorly make you feel better or worse? And when you look at it from a distance, you understand. You're like, well, of course it'd make me feel worse, because I'm not staying on track with my meal plan, I'm getting more out of shape. But we don't think that when we're actually doing the action. So you have to step away for a second and just look at what's going to happen. The opposite, if I'm sad and depressed, would releasing endorphins by working out, exercising, eating right. What would make me feel better? And you know, it's so obvious that obviously a quick workout or 20-minute workout or whatever would make you feel better. Seriously. You guys keep those things in mind. That is actually 5 quick things that I wanted to cover. If you want to share them with me, I'd love that. If you don't, that's perfectly fine. Just remember, hashtag be stronger than your excuses. I think I'm going to get a new tattoo coming soon. So I'm not sure, yeah, I'm kind of excited about that. You guys keep up the good work. This is day 4 of the challenge. I don't know how many minutes I am in. It doesn't tell me the minutes right now. I'm 20 minutes in. I got 40 minutes left on my hour cardio. I'd love to see you guys get your hour done. This is actually a slow day, so keep up the good work. It's Monday. Let's get our asses out there and have a beautiful week. I love you guys. Spread love, not hate, and peace.